Last season, Washington won the NFC East crown despite a 7-9 record and rotating through 4 different quarterbacks on offense: Dwayne Haskins, Alex Smith, Kyle Allen, and Taylor Heinicke. Haskins was Washington's 15th overall pick just 2 years ago, but was cut during last season due to mistakes on and off the field, and is now a member of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Alex Smith went 5-1 as Washington starter in 2020, sparking a magical late-season run to the playoffs and earning Comeback Player of the Year honors before retiring this offseason. Allen and Heinicke were both re-signed this summer, and the team also brought in well-traveled veteran gunslinger Ryan Fitzpatrick to compete for Washington's starting job. While the Amish Rifle is the betting favorite to start Week 1 against the Chargers, could one of Washington's young signal callers prove to be a better fit in Scott Turner's offense? Is Ryan Fitzpatrick the best option at quarterback for Washington? Ryan Fitzpatrick played his college football at Harvard University, and the Ivy League All-Star was selected in the 7th round of the 2005 NFL Draft by the then St. Louis Rams. Fitzpatrick served as a backup in St. Louis for 2 seasons, but has since bounced around the league, playing for 7 other NFL franchises while amassing just 59 wins to 86 losses as a starter and never making the playoffs in 16 seasons. Over his time in the NFL, Fitzpatrick has earned a reputation as a turnover-prone risk-taker who can be inconsistent as a starter, but during the last few seasons, the quarterback has reinvented himself, proving to be smarter and more accurate as a passer. Over 27 starts with the Bucs and Dolphins from 2018 through 2020, Fitzpatrick averaged 255 passing yards per game, throwing 50 touchdowns to 33 interceptions while completing 66% of his throws. This summer, the Washington football team signed Fitzpatrick to a 1-year deal worth $10 million, with the investment leading many to believe the career journeyman will be the starter for Washington this fall. While the 17-year veteran's contract is a sizable one, it does not necessarily guarantee him the starting gig. Washington head coach Ron Rivera said that he made a huge mistake last season by handing Dwayne Haskins the starting job without having an open competition. This year, Rivera says the quarterbacks will all compete to be the Washington starter, with preseason games and training camp deciding who will be under center for the Burgundy and Gold in Week 1. Kyle Allen started 4 games for Washington in 2020, with the former undrafted free agent completing 69% of his passes for just over 600 yards, throwing 4 touchdowns to 1 interception, and also adding a rushing score before a gruesome leg injury in Week 8 versus the Giants ended his season. Allen enters his 4th NFL season with a 7-10 record as a starter, and even when healthy, is a long shot to win Washington's quarterback competition. Taylor Heinicke may be the biggest threat to block Ryan Fitzpatrick's path to playing time, with the former Old Dominion star quickly becoming a fan favorite in the district after an impressive showing in last year's playoffs versus the eventual Super Bowl champion Buccaneers. Against Tampa Bay, Heinicke completed 26 of 44 passes for 306 yards, with 1 touchdown and 1 interception, also rushing for 46 yards and a score on the ground. Despite the loss, Heinicke proved that he can play at a high level for Washington, and the team seemed to agree, signing the young quarterback to a 2-year deal worth $4.75 million. If nothing else, Heinicke will be a solid backup who the team knows it can count on if necessary. Each of Washington's quarterbacks offers a unique skill set, and regardless of who is under center, this year's version of Scott Turner's offense should feature more downfield shots to the speedy group of wide receivers and running backs. After all, there's nowhere to go but up for the Washington passing game, who last season ranked 24th in passing yards and 29th in passing touchdowns out of 32 NFL teams. To see how the offense could improve in 2021, I looked at the numbers of former Washington quarterback and last year's Comeback Player of the Year, Alex Smith, who is now retired but started 16 games over 2 seasons in D.C. Smith compiled an impressive 11-5 record as Washington's starter, completing 65% of his passes for over 3,700 yards, with 16 touchdowns to 13 interceptions. While Smith's raw passing stats aren't all that spectacular, they do provide a good baseline of what we can expect from Fitzpatrick as Washington's presumed starter in 2021. Who do you think starts at quarterback for Washington in Week 1? Will Ryan Fitzpatrick open up the offense this season for the Burgundy and Gold? Let me know in the comment section below, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more NFL content just like this.